This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Joe Nemechek's picked up a...
around
goes
Bobby Labonte.
Oh, no.
Missed it by that much.
Wow. Nothing. Attaboy. Good save, bud.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
Not what you want to do in final practices.
Well, it wasn't his fault, Larry. I can't remember who was on the outside of him, but whoever's on the outside of him gets loose. Let's see who it is here. Somebody here gets loose. There you go. Scott Speed.
And just got into the side of it.
And when he corrected, boy, Bobby is, look at that. Oh.
You see those rear wheels spinning all the way to keep him off that wall.
That's a whale of a good job.
That's a champion right there.
That's a good job.
He was a pretty impressive driver when he ran in ARCA and finished in top 20 in one Daytona 500.
Jeff Burton at 31's got problems, and we're probably going to see caution is out.
Yeah, he's got a right front tire that's
Caution's out.
let go on him.
Didn't his teammate, Clint Boyer, have a right front go down in practice and find his way up into the turn 2 wall and go to a backup car?
One of the things that makes these cars really turn is if you lay the camber to them. And if you do lay the camber to them, then you take a chance on eating a bead up the inside of the tire.
Now he's right in front of his teammate Boyer, right there.
You'll see this thing probably just take off here.
Yeah, that tire just exploded.
The camber, when you lean the tire in, it'll make the car turn through the corner, but...
Now, what's interesting about that, let's listen to this.
Biffle pushing Gordon down toward turn 1 and 2. We're going to let you enjoy some of the sounds of speed. Oh, trouble. Terry Cook trying to race his way into the 500. The 41-year-old rookie slides to bring out caution number 2.
Got some damage on the nose there. Looks like that splitter dug into the grass. I believe he got a little tap.
150-mile race. There's Cook's number 46.
Up on the outside there. I think possibly.
Well, Boyer and Pappas came together.
Yeah.
Behind him.
In fact, had it not been for Terry Cook, Clint Boyer would have been in the wall hard after that bump from Max Pappas.
Practice. No practice.
Michael Waltrip, the 51, gets back into Regan.
The
70.
No,
gosh, Regan Smith, and around goes Michael. Hard hit into the infield barrier.
That is unbelievable.
One out off of 4.
It looked, well, we'll wait and see the replays.
I tell you, he got spun out in the, he says it's his fault, so good for, we'll see what happened.
The corner, get out of the throttle, and back up into Regan Smith here.
Here he is. He's, you can see Regan something happened to Michael's car. Regan just could not do anything. And boy, he and Jeff Gordon now, they've made contact with the outside wall. And Michael hits this inside retaining wall pretty hard right here. I'm glad they got the safer barriers there these days.
Now, guys, just remember, if any one of those 4 guys that has the 4 fastest speeds from Saturday races their way in, Michael Waltrip is the next car in line to get into 500. Mark's in trouble. Mark's got problems. White flag.
That's all he needed to see, Larry. He's on the pole for the 500. Get out of town.
I think you're right. I think he felt like it might get a little crazy here on this last lap, and Mark's usually pretty right.
This is going to be a crowded house. Here comes Harvick, right up the back bumper of Jimmy Johnson.
And there goes Kyle Busch in the 18 car. Jumped to the high side. He gets blocked. He goes back to the bottom.
Jimmy Johnson doing what a whale of a job he's doing on those tires. Stayed out.
I think Boyer pushed Harvick right by him on the outside through 3 and 4.
Teammates. 2 Chevys helping each other.
Hey, have you ever seen this movie before?
Here comes Harvick.
Don't count Jimmy Johnson
Jimmy
out.
Johnson's fighting back.
It's
not over yet.
Check
Who's
flag in the air.
Jimmy Johnson. Johnson got it.
I mean,
by inch.
6/1000ths of a second.
That's what I said, an inch.
With no fresh tires on that race car.
Good call, Chad Canals.
Unofficially for the transfer spot.
I didn't know it was over. I was still going like...
How close do you want it?
Harvick tried to get that side draft off of him.
And he actually sucked Jimmy Johnson around. You can see the back of the car swing around just a tad, but he made it.
Wow.
What great camera work. What a finish right there.
There's the difference.
Instead of Harvick by inches, it's Johnson by inches. Now, further back at 14th, Michael McDowell. High side is Bodine. Got into the wall. Max Pappas makes the pass. Can he hold on for the last transfer spot? Bodine comes back on the outside, but runs out of room. Max Pappas is in the Daytona 500.
Oh, you're talking about a happy guy. Wait till you interview him.
But I'm going to tell you what, guys. Michael McDowell in that 55 car unsponsored makes the Daytona
Look at
500.
Bad. Your lap times are good. Get after it.
36 laps to go in the second Gatorade Duel. The caution is just waved at Daytona. David Gilliland came off the corner and got a big smack of the wall, went down to the other end and spun at turn 4.
See him come off of turn 2 right here, and he's going to push out, and bam.
A hard lick right there.
And then just now,
yeah, Ike says off of turn 4.
Turn 4. Logano gets under him and has to jump on the brake as Gilliland takes a ride right across the bow of Scott Speed.
That's about as close as it gets right there.
Oh. And it's still Mike Bliss and Casey Mears in the transfer spots. The 36 and the 90.
I believe Bobby Labonte is sitting there in a spot where he thinks he's got that 90 car set up. I really think he's got a car good enough to maybe get by him.
Well, Rudeman covered the low lane.
Boy, the 98. Yeah, boy, that really hurt Casey Mears right there. The 98 turned just sideways in front of him, and we got a battle for the lead, guys. Holy cow.
Casey Mears up at the front. Here comes Scott Speed for a transfer spot. He gets past Mears on the right side of the screen.
And this is all happening. They'll be coming back to the white flag next time by.
That happened because the 98 car got sideways down here in 1 and 2, and they all had to back up a little bit.
So now it's Bliss and Speed in the transfer spots. Can Casey Kane hold him off for one more lap?
I think, like you said, that 14 and that 2, if they could possibly get hooked up here. And here comes Matt Kenseth. Help is on the way, Smoke, if you just hang on to her.
And all Casey Kane in that 9 can do is just try to keep working back and forth between him. I think the low place is where he needs to be, as long as they don't get the run on the high side.
Looking back from the leader, Casey Kane.
Here comes 14 on the outside.
And he's going to get a shot from Montoya. Watch him through 3 and 4 on the high side here.
That's all it took right there, just that extra little boost.
That 2 Chevys hooked up.
Here we come.
Slingshotted Tony Stewart right alongside Casey Kane.
Looks like the first race. The man on the inside won the first one. Let's see what happens here.
All right, who's going to make the Daytona 500?
I believe Stewart. Now Kane's fighting back. It's Kane, I believe.
Got it. Casey Kane. By about another inch.
First Daytona win of any kind for Casey Kane. And now we'll go back and look at the transfer spot run to the finish. Mike Bliss in the 36. It was Bliss, Speed, Mears, and Labonte to see who would get the final transfer spot.
Tommy Baldwin, the owner of that 36 car, 2 years in a row, they have raced their way in, and they did it with a backup car this year.
That's a little cha-ching.
And here it is. The 36 of Bliss by himself and Scott Speed in clean air. Speed makes the race, and that means that Michael Waltrip's qualifying speed will put him in the race on Sunday.
But I'm going to tell you what, guys, I cannot wait to this race on Sunday. The total distance between first and second of the 2 races combined, 2 100ths of a second.
Yep, tight. Good racing, good racing. Woo!
Unbelievable.
Here's the margin right here.
That's the way it's supposed to be right here. Look at that.
Unbelievable.
I guarantee you, and Tony Stewart was in there waving his hand, telling Montoya to come on, give me a shot.
Kasey Kahne the winner. Well, Michael Waltrip, we knew there would be some tears at the end of this race, but in your case, I guess they're tears of happiness.
They are. This place is crazy, man. Why did it have to be like that? But me and Scott Speed are friends, and I love him. I don't care what he does to his toenails.
Hey, Michael, you're in TV. It made for some great TV, buddy.
at my sacrifice.
Yeah, right.
Hey, guys,
I can help.
Guys, all I got to say right now is we shook hands afterwards. His palms are so sweaty. I was like, golly, what have you been doing?
But let me say something, guys. That racing is incredible. You don't know how hard it is for those guys to slip and slide at 185, 90 miles an hour side by side and race each other like they did. If anyone says that racing in Daytona ain't the best it's ever been, they don't know racing. That was the most incredible. Kasey Kahne winning on the last lap, the drama of the transfer spot.
Now look, just a second or two ago, he could hardly speak. And now he's in the Daytona 500 and he's all over it.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.